Okay, so game audio looks like that's doing its thing. Mic audio looks like it's doing its thing. YouTube video sounds like it's doing its thing, which means I think we're good to go. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're set. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Happy Wednesday. Hope the day has found you well. It's been a big day. It's been a gigantic big day. Mainly because it's got Alliance War season rewards out for everybody. So wherever it was that you guys wound up placing, hope you wound up pulling some good loot out of the rewards. And also, moreover, just in general, hope today is finding you guys well. Definitely can't complain on my end. It's been absolutely wonderful. It went just about as well as I could have hoped as far as opening stuff goes. And just as exciting too, they wound up announcing that Magneto X White Mags is coming to Featured Arena tomorrow, which is very cool. White Magneto, that's going to be the first time that guy has been released as a 5-star in arenas, and only recently has been released in game in general. So all those things together, it's pretty exciting. So, sure as anything, I'm going to be going for him in arena. It'll be a nice little warm-up to Apocalypse the week following. Before I get too terribly far along, though, I do want to take a moment and give a big howdy, big welcome to the latest vonSubs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos I put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Got plenty of cool stuff coming down the pipes. Wound up swapping out the storm damage video for the Alliance War opening, so hopefully that should be out tomorrow. And then just keep the ball rolling from there. Miano, how's it going, bud? Good to see you. Buenos noches. And Rum Champion, hey. Always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I was starting to get a little worried, not going to lie. Starting to get a little bit worried because, well, for the arena, to be entirely honest. Just because usually what they wind up doing is posting on Tuesday. What the, oh, sorry, I breathed. What the featured champ is going to be. And, I had no idea. But they wound up announcing that today. Like I said, White Mags, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Ah, man. So this tonight is going to be the last night of the 5-star Professor X milestone grind. Not going for the featured 5-star. Instead, I'm just going for the 1 to 10% milestones. Can probably jump out of this. It's good enough at this point. Just going for the 1 to 10% milestones, which should land me somewhere in the ballpark of about 15 mil, give or take. So I'm about 11 mil right now. Actually didn't wind up doing any arena between yesterday and right now. But since all the 6 stars are on are off of cooldown, I think we should be pretty set. Yeah, let's do this. Who's best, Corvus or Ghost? I would give the edge to Ghost. Corvus can deal a lot of damage, but he's a real one-trick pony, kind of. Ghost is just ridiculously versatile. Doink. Yoink. What up, Black Panther? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. And Juan. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Hello, hello. Do that. Steal a little bit of power. Steal a little bit more power. There we go. Very, very, very solid backhand to wrap that thing up. This is actually, here is the inaugural arena run for the new Rank 3 Storm. And she just had to go indestructible. Just had to go indestructible. Wound up coming through though. Can't complain. Realm Champion. Very cool. Very cool. Big congrats on becoming uncollected. It's a fantastic milestone. How's it feel having that under your belt now? What a bait. Just got my third 2016 Mystic 3 to 4 in a row, and I still don't have any use for them. Ouch. Well, hopefully they wind up coming out with more 5-star Scarlet Witch crystals, and then you'll be well set. For the gem, though, is it limited to only 2016 champs, or... Because that's rough. Because I think Ghost Rider's in that bit now. I mean, there's always Unstoppable Colossus, right? I'm joking, don't do that. I mean, you could. I did. But that was also because, you know, didn't really have any better options. So I'm really appreciative that they wound up going with the generic awakening now. Or the generic rank up. Because it was getting to a point where it's kind of silly. Like, the good champs from 4 years ago have already been ranked up. And it's pretty slim pickings otherwise if you just keep it class specific. But now it's a little bit nicer. Still got one more of those that I haven't quite decided what I want to do with. But, I mean, now that, like, White Magneto's in the arena, he's a solid option. We'll see. Hey, it only took 150 units. That's not bad. Get 150 units out of the login calendar. Very cool. I will say this, though, too. Having White Magneto in the arena kind of gives me hope that they're going to wind up doing some of the other characters, too. You know, here's looking at you, Wolverine and Scarlet Witch. But I'd be really happy with the rest of them. The War Machines, the Ms. Marvels, the Joe Fixits. Whoever else. Yeah, you want to just keep throwing new 5-star champions my way? I would be very happy about that. Doink. Oh, that's a fun little interaction. Exactly, the pre-fight. The pre-fight and some of the synergies, too. Because of the two Magnetos, Red Magneto has the better damage output, but I think White Magneto is a much better team player. So again, having him as a 5-star is going to be wonderful, because then you can start bringing him into some of the endgame content where it's rarity locked. Man, I love it. Almost 3 full teams of rank 3 champs now. Almost. Got one more to go. Or just give them, those old champions, like some new OP synergy, right? Like Storm right now, as a horseman, plus with the synergies with the other mutants, she's pretty nuts. The nice thing about that, though, I think, though, is that it's still balanced, you know? like, you have Storm on your roster because she's a synergy champ for some of your other mutants. But with the new buffs to her and herself, if you need to wind up using her, she has a whole heck of a lot more damage, which is very nice. Very much appreciate that. But they shouldn't just stop, you know, there with the Mystic champs. Most everybody at that point, from year 1 and year 2 of the game, haven't really held up super great over the years. You know, look at OG Cap, for example, or World War II Cap. Pew. Pew pew. Doink. Just waiting for Warlock to finish up his little dance there and then swoop in for the KO. Also noticed that today for the Hero Tag event, they bumped up the number of champs you got a KO from like 2 or 3 or 4 to like, what, 36? Not that that's a bad thing, because it winds up stretching out the event a little bit more, but it really does kind of force you to either do a solid amount of arena or just run a couple paths in the monthly quest. I mean, all good stuff that, you know, most people would be doing anyway. But it's nice that it's more than just a glorified dual target like it was before. Because I do find it pretty humorous that they wound up removing dual targets just because it wasn't an effective side quest anymore. But they keep seeming to introduce it a bunch of other different ways now. Well, this will be interesting. This is the first time I fought Guardian in Arena. That's right, he does that stupid bursty bit. I really dislike how they keep reusing champion animations. But with like the only tweak being that they either add an extra little animation at the end, or they change the timing ever so slightly. So you see the animation moving, and you know it because you've seen it on somebody else, but you still get caught because, oh, nope, it's slightly different now. And you know, I get it. Like, they had to do that back in like 2016, 2017. Because, you know, small studio, shoestring budget, all that. But now, a little different now. Okay, so going in now with the next squad. Got Longshot, got Heimdall, some Sunspot action. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, I breathe. Yeah, I'll put that on the short list for the wish list. It's a new adapter for the phone here. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, especially once you got like the big events like Cyber Weekend and Black Friday coming up. Oh yeah. Cheers, everybody. Come on, dude. Thank you. One of these days I'll actually get good with long shot. Get his nice little melty burst damage down. For both the special 1 and the special 2. Yo, what's up, J-Fire? Good to see you, bud. Happy Wednesday. Saying just saw your vid with a boatload of rank 3s. Mad jealous, but nice to see another with a rank 3 Storm X. She's fantastic. No regrets making her my second rank 3. Good. Cool. Yeah, I mean, she's just so much fun to play. So much fun to play. Really kind of bummed me out that when she first came out originally, a lot of the early previews and early reviews of her just dismissed her outright for, you know, unreliable crit damage for the special 2, but then, you know, when I actually got her in hand and found out that's not really the intended way to do the big damage, then it just went through the roof from there. Like, I'm putting together a video just kind of showcasing the damage she does at a rank 2 level, just vanilla, with just Professor X with a full synergy team, and then max boost too, just to show the scaling difference for her damage. But even vanilla by herself at rank 2 or network issues, brilliant, or you know, similarly max out 5-star, it's mad. It's mad the damage she does reliably. Also makes me extremely interested in Apocalypse when he comes out in a couple weeks, because he's just gonna like ramp her up tenfold. It's fun times. Fun times. Oh yeah. Passive stun, the fact that she glances and how much damage she reduces that away. Oh, I breathed again. Damage she reduces that away. The fact that she can be shock immune or cold snap immune. I actually really like the charging passive prowess for her heavy, which is fun too. Yeah, all around super solid champ. Big congrats to you too, though, bud, on taking her up for the rank 3. All right, now I definitely didn't move that time. I don't know what happened there. Doink. Got that, got that, got that. Awesome. Realm saying, remember when I said if I get another trash 5-star, I'd quit? Just opened one and got Groot. Well, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, my advice definitely would just be to just grit your teeth, bear it, and then just keep rolling. Because, again, your luck is going to turn around, and it does get better. I think for the vast majority of everybody, myself included, that's how everybody's journey in the game starts. You just wind up pulling a bunch of mediocre or trash champs for your first of 4-star, first 5-star, first 6-star, and then it gets better. But I mean, if you do insist, then definitely gives you the option, the opportunity to start over and see if your luck's a little bit better this time. Bait saying, got another 3 chances at Aegon tomorrow. Probably going to get Moon Knight 3 times. Dude, don't say that. Don't put that out there in the universe. It's going to be Karnak. Jay saying, glancing on parries make her parry for days. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially if you throw a Guardian on the team too for the added block proficiency. There you go. Yo! What's up, Laura? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well here this fine evening. Cheers. I will have you know that I have already enjoyed a delicious cup of cereal this evening. So I am rather quite chuffed. And then let's throw Ant-Man. Can't wait for the next level up. Bring a Hulkbuster and Spider-Man both. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yo, what up, Woogie? Well, cheers. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. It's always a pleasure. Always good to see you. Alright, I don't know what the cord's issue is tonight. It's just spazzing out by itself. I'm not even moving. I think it's on its last leg, guys. Brilliant. Nah, don't say that, Laura. Don't say that. Because that just puts it out there in the universe for everybody. And last thing we need is BG pulling Karnak 3 times. Dude's had enough rough luck so far trying to get him. Poor guy. Yo, what up, Robert? What's good, my dude? Actually, I haven't tested this interaction yet. Let's see how this goes. Get out of here, Bugman. Freaking Professor X, yo. Yep, Laura, that's exactly what it is. It's either a new cable or my guess is it's the dongle, the Apple dongle. I mean, it is an Apple product, so the phones and the iPads work great. The accessories, absolute garbage. Intentionally so, those crooks. Get out of here, dude. That did nothing. Freaking Gilly. I hate fighting Gilly. It's so long. Yeah. Well, I think he'd very much appreciate it. I, always can run with some more SIGs on Kamala. I know, Laura, but did you see the new iPhones coming out? They're just dangling that new bright, shiny thing in front of us and hoping that we forget about all the other stuff that's been swept under the rug. Yeah, and Lordy, God forbid that you actually wind up like bending your cable at all. The plastic frays and then the whole thing is shot. It's almost worth investing in like some cable reinforcement for their cheap cables. Oh, very cool. Treasure Island today gives enough shards for a 6-star. I do wish you luck. Who are you going for? Or hoping for, I should say. No, they'd never do that, Laura. They'd never do that. Forced redundancies? No, that's not a thing. Silly goose. The fact that I can still run and play this thing on an iPhone 7 is amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely gonna be in the market for a new phone here in the next couple months, but for now, it's still running, still works. I mean, if it kept running and kept working, I would just keep using it. But, I mean, that's their whole business strategy, is to force people into getting new devices regularly. Thanks, Apple. I may wind up looking at Costco for the adapter, though. I'm probably going to go on eBay, see if I can get like an actual authentic cable for 20 bucks, something like that. Because otherwise, if you buy a new at Target, it's like 40. If you buy it at Best Buy, it's close to 75. Bit of hyperbole, but not too much. Not too much hyperbole. How old is the 7? 4 years, I think. 3 years, 4 years, something like that. I mean, they're coming out with the 12. So I'm gonna say probably 4 years, something like that. I've had it for a good long while. I do my best, keep my devices happy and clean and healthy. The screen protectors I put on them, though, those get absolutely ruined. But the device itself, it's pretty good. Oh, good. Glad it still runs on a 6. Never wound up having a 6. I jumped a few generations. I usually wind up jumping a few generations. Like, I had the 4, and then I jumped from the 4 to the 7, and now I'm going to be jumping from the 7 to the 11 probably. Nice thing about the 12 coming out is that the 11s are a little bit more discounted. I mean, it's still an arm and a leg if you just buy the thing outright, but I mean, we're glued to our devices now anyway these days, so I guess it's worth it for something I'm going to be keeping for 3 years, hopefully. Doink. Oh, well, thank you very much, Jaden. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun to make. That was a lot of fun to make. The hardest part about those videos, though, are just being patient. Like sitting on the materials to rank people up, or sitting on the crystals and just like sitting there just to save it up for one big opening. But when that time comes, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Hey, Mr. Amazing Awakening 5-star cap, Beardo. Very cool. It's a good dude to wake up. I really like the way that they designed him. Really fits his character, being a team player and all that. But very cool. And now, the more SIGs he can put on that guy, the better, because he's good awakened. He's even better maxed out. Yoink. Excuse me. J-Fire asking, who is my guilty pleasure champ in the game to play? And why? Probably Mordo, to be honest. because I love his everything about his kit. I love how, like, when you're shielding, you have such a massive energy resist. The passive evade stun is a nice to have for some annoying nodes. Degen on special 1 is nice. The crazy power gain is super nice. Punishing people for having buffs with a special 2, very fun, very useful. Charging up all those fury attacks, very cool. Getting even more furies or healing up a bunch every time you throw a special 3, also very nice. And then you throw all that stuff together with Mystic Dispersion, and it's such a fun, spammy, cheesy character to play. I have a lot of fun with it. Like, I wound up getting... Yeah, let's do it this way. Wound up pulling Mordo as a 6-star, and then not too terribly long later after that, pulling him again to wake him up. And at the time, I was really bummed out, but then I was like, you know what? I got this dude awakened. I may as well figure out how to play him. Because at that point, I didn't have a whole lot of 6-stars. So I took him out and then started playing him and spamming and cheesing and power gaining and degenning. He's just so much fun. I would rank to him if I had the tier 5 basic to spare. I should say this, I'm going to rank to him as soon as I get the tier 5 basic to spare. Right now, though, the next big rank up is going to be a skill, just because I've got a bunch of tier 4 skill in overflow. It's going to expire in like 3 weeks. So, got to figure out something to do with all that first. And then we'll see. A lot of cool stuff on the horizon, though. Oh, yeah. Like, right now, for all my 5-stars, I'm hoarding them for the next featured crystal in a month. It's going to be a pretty sick opening, I'm not going to lie. However, like, fighting the temptation to just, like, spin one, open a couple, just for kicks. Oh, yeah, Jay, forgot about that, too. But yes, definitely. The rapid power gain to special 1 is pretty nice, too. You got to pair them with, like, a power gain synergy in order to, like, reliably spam that. Because it isn't something you can just, like, charge and fire and charge and fire and charge and fire and not get punished for without, like, a power gain synergy. But it is plausible, which means, yeah, it's extra fun. There we go. Telemarketer? Oh man, that's tempting. To pick that up and just answer that live. To save that for another time. I suppose that is the downside of playing on a device that you use regularly for everything else too. It's like, alright, I've deactivated notifications for just about every other app. I disabled notifications for text messages. I suppose one of these days I'm going to need to just disable phone calls too. Just shut everything down. But not tonight. Boink. Got a 6-star Korg. It's not bad. He's not bad. Solid defender if you got space to put him on defense. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, solid arena champ if nothing else, right? I haven't played Korg myself in ages. Fight the dude all the time, but I haven't played him in a while. I think mine's like, what, rank 2, something like that, as a 5-star. Couldn't imagine taking him up any other way. Like, the people that wind up taking him up to rank 2 as a 6-star, specifically for Alliance War, they've got my respect. My condolences, too, but also my respect. Okay, so let's do that. Let's throw a Kingpin in the mix, and then King Me Groot. Do that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So I'm kind of surprised that they still haven't announced anything for this Summer of Pain. Like, the month is over halfway over now. And it's not even summer anymore. Not even close. Like, August, alright, I'll still give that to you. We're halfway through September. Like, we're closer to Christmas than the beginning of summer. And not that I'm a massive glutton for punishment, because it is gonna suck. But I kind of expected them to do it and have it out and available before, you know, all the Thanksgiving Cyber Weekend festivities. I mean, they still, I suppose, might. Maybe they're just waiting for the Summoner Showdown to finish up, which, again, I had forgotten was even a thing until recently. No, they were saying Summer of Pain was supposed to have been like the maze, like a separate Abyss-esque quest. I'm hoping. Because if it was just the SmackDown, then that's kind of a letdown. But we'll see. Still got time. Doink. Do that. While I think of it, I want to look up something. Hey, I thought you were I thought you were down. Get out of here. Silly Quake. I mean, I could have heavy spammed it, but it's also a little risky. Because if you wind up either mistiming it or you mess it up, then you're just in trouble. Now, truth talk. I know they're working on Falcon, and I know they're working on Gambit. and Punisher 99 as champions that are going to get reworks or buffs or something like that, right? However, I would love if they wind up doing like a Defenders rework. Wind up buffing the Daredevils, wind up buffing Iron Fists, Luke Cage. Can throw Kingpin and Punisher into the mix too. Maybe introduce Jessica Jones, just because. Why not? Give them some big family synergy, like, you know, a Fantastic Four. Wind up buffing them a whole bunch, because, like we were talking about at the top, you know, characters from the first couple years of the games are horribly outdated relative to modern meta. And I'm just a big Daredevil fan. Could be cool. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Luke Cage got a self buff, which is great, but I'm just talking about, like, synergy-wise for him. Because, I mean, you got the Daredevils, which Daredevil Classic has a wonderful evade mechanic at max sig. But, you know, Iron Fist hasn't seen much attention. Kingpin hasn't seen much attention. You could leave Punisher as is, just give him a better synergies. Could be fun. Could be fun. Excuse me. Do that, going for the heavy. Do that. Moving along. Started off the night at 10.5, now we're at 13.6, just 40 minutes in. Gonna have this thing wrapped in no time. I love it. Now, unfortunately, there is not going to be, for me, there's not going to be a last-minute morning grind, just in case I'm shy of the 15 million points or whatever. Because I'm going to need all these 6 stars to be fresh and ready to go when the Magneto Arena starts up. Because, yeah, I'm going to be going for him first round. That way, in case I miss, I still have second round to go for him again. Because I need me that white mags. And I'm always more interested in putting in the work in the arena than just gambling on a crystal, you know. It's always worked out better that way. You know, and speaking of synergy families too, I mean, if you're working on Defenders, you can work on Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora is the same way, like Luke Cage, right? Already got the buff, but everybody else needs a little bit extra TLC. What's up, G-Sync? What's up, bud? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well here this fine morning. Evening. I don't know, whatever time it is. I've just lost all track of time. Just floating around in the ether at this point. Get out of here, my dude. That's right. Take a knee. So who do we got left? How many teams we got? So that's 4. Oh, nice. 8. 10. Alright, plenty of teams. Plenty of teams to do a hefty chunk more towards last milestone. Stretch goal. Same difference. Good lord, I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I can't talk tonight. I'm just going to do the rest of the stream in interpretive dance. No, I'm not going to do that. But, almost at that point, though. Go in, do that, and zappy, zappy, zap. And that's that. Wonderful. Yo, Swag stopping by. What's good, my dude? Happy Alliance War Reward Opening Day. It's the official title. It's a federal holiday. And you know it's a federal holiday because it's wordy and long-winded. Everybody else just calls it Freeze Loot Day. That was bright. Doink. Doink. Throw in. Actually, let's check this out real quick. Tiger, I don't think I've done Beast yet. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Never mind. Let's not do that. Second thought, let's not go there. It is a silly place. You too, huh, Swag? I have heard a bit of that going around. And if you watched Lags and BG's openings from earlier, yeah, it certainly seems that way. Certainly seems that way. Very blessed to not count myself among those. I suppose it depends on your perspective. My perspective, I had a wonderful opening. Although I can't say everybody else would be okay pulling OG Spider-Man and a Beast Awakening. But I am, and I was. To me, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'll take that. Gladly. I mean, how many times have I been saying, like, when I'm opening up a 6-star, that I wouldn't mind champs like Beast Awakening, Black Bolt Awakening. A couple random oddballs like that. Keeps it fresh, keeps it interesting. Speaking of fresh and interesting, what's up, Grady? Good to see you, bud. What's going on this fine Wednesday evening, huh? How'd Alliance War opening going for you? A bit of feast or a bit of famine? Somewhere in between? Oh, come on, Swag. You can't be mad at Ghost Rider as a 5-star. Even if you hate him, he's still a good champ. Yeah, Grady, I mean, no pressure. You don't have to be fresh or interesting, but giving you the benefit of the doubt. Could be like swag here and be slightly stale and eh. Man, I bag on swag a good bit. A good bit. See, swag, you can't pull that one on me, my dude. I read the line chat and it's an old joke. It's an old joke. Welcome back, Mr. Amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How many more people have you gotten with that swag? You go, got him. Oh, you guys. I hear he's got a profile of the month. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Put that on the resume. You know, one of these days, if I had like a solid, it would have to be a half day at this point to sit down and go through the huge backlog of photos that have just been slowly building up on my phone. And just delete stuff that, you know, either didn't turn out, stuff that I just never wound up going through and sorting through, or stuff that doesn't really, you know, have that same emotional impact as it did at the time. Yeah, I mean, I could easily burn half a day. Buy me just enough space for the next Apple update. Hey, there you go, swag. Get some. You could totally run with that as a joke. Yeah, I've been grinding away with my best dudes all night. Hoping to be, you know, somewhere in the top 150 of everybody. Just depends how much grinding I put in. More beer or more whiskey tonight? Well, what have you had already? I recommend continuing on with whatever you had. Beer before liquor and all that, right? Yo, what's good, Melvin? But I don't know, man. Nice bourbon sounds delicious right about now. Just drink straight rubbing alcohol. Just cut out the nonsense and go straight for the blood alcohol poisoning. Yo, it's good, bro. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Much appreciated. Good to see you here tonight. And I hope your Wednesday is going very well. Uh-oh. Come on, dude. Fight me. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, dude, you just sip some of that rubbing alcohol and then you can just really taste the nuance of it. A little smoky, a little bit of peat, you know. Melvin, yes, I'm going to be grinding for both Apocalypse and White Magneto now. Wasn't planning on White Magneto, but then they announced that it's a thing and it's going to happen. So, shameless plug number 1, guys. I'm going to be live streaming the beginning of the arena as soon as that goes live tomorrow. Probably run a good hour, a couple hours of that. So if you're free and you want to just drop in, say howdy, hang out a spell, throw swag under the bus some more, you know, do cordially invite you to hang out. Well, that's good. That's real good, Grady. I was worried you might be putting up some rookie numbers. Is Apocalypse God tier? Is he? I know he's really solid, but saying he's God tier puts him up there with like Corvus and Ghost and Quake and stuff. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Synergy-wise, yeah, I'd give him that. Poor Sarge. Did Sarge really fall asleep? Poor guy. I don't know, Swag. Rumor is yesterday you got banned on my chat for a bit. So, I don't know. Alright, that's pretty amusing though. That's pretty amusing. I'm not gonna lie, I've almost fallen asleep a number of times on my live streams too, but then I'm like, well, nope, calling it early night. Bye. Someone could just edit all of those together and just post that as their own video. Or he could, for the lulz. Am I going for APOC crystals if I don't get them? Yeah, probably the when he's sub-featured. But, I don't know, we'll see, because... I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the goal is to get them in the first place. Let's put up such a disgustingly huge amount of points that there's no way I don't. That's fun. That's fun. I swear, like, 3/4 of the fun of this game is stuff that happens outside of this game. Who knows? Maybe that's something I'll do for like the 2000 sub opening. Just have a big night of cocktails with the subs. Yeah, Melvin, unless you say something really stupid. But, nah, you've been cool. You've been cool. Everybody's been cool. Except for the couple porn bots that we've gotten. Those guys aren't cool. But you haven't been a YouTube live streamer if you haven't been attacked by the porn bots. So Brawl asking, what's the best mastery setup? It kind of just depends on where you wind up playing the most in game. If you do a lot of arena, there's like an ideal arena setup. If you do focus primarily on like monthly quest or alliance quest or alliance war, that's a slightly different setup. Basically what I got though is that for attack, it's pretty average setup. I've got 2 points in despair because reducing power gain and regen is always super helpful regardless. And then I have 3 points in double edge because for one, it's a debuff that falls off over time. Plus there are just so many bleed immune champs in the game that odds are you're gonna have a couple that winds up working out pretty cool for. Defense is pretty mild. I've got a point in willpower and then a point in resonate, which means that every now and again you wind up proccing a weakness debuff just on basic attacks. Super helpful if you run Void, which I run Void. But it's really nice too going up against tanky enemies too, to just keep throwing weakness on them just in case you get clipped. And then it doesn't hurt as bad. And then for whatever the third one's special, whatever the third bracket is, 3 points pacify, 3 points petrify, 1 point in dexterity, and 3 points mystic dispersion. Just get a taste of that added power gain. And overall, like 90% of the stuff I do in game here works out for. Sometimes you gotta turn it off for AQ, just depending on which champion I'm running and which path, but otherwise, I mean, for arena, it's wonderful. For alliance war, for my offense, it works out great. Just a lot of stuff to unlock, that's all. Grady's saying getting 100 or closer to 100% 6.3 and putting it off. You'll get there. You'll get there, and then get to have fun with 6.4. Yeah, I mean, porn bots wind up attacking the comment section and then just posting comments on videos left, right, and center. And it's like, all right, every time, it's like a Hydra. Each time you ban a porn bot, 2 more spring up in its place. The exact same text, the exact same profile pic, just different names. Love it. Man, Airwalker ain't getting a buff anytime soon. If he does, it's because he's got a really killer synergy with whoever the last Herald is. But who knows? Maybe he's going to get a rebalance if they wind up doing that again. Is Awakening Thing over Void good? I'd still do Void. But I'm biased. I love Void. He's just such an all-around useful character. Alright, Grady. Take care, bud. We'll catch you later, huh? Do that, and do that, and do that. Who's my favorite champ? That would be Ms. Elsa Bloodstone. Stupid good utility, heck of a lot of fun to play, fantastic animation, solid synergies, massive damage output. Pretty good prestige, too. She's the real deal. Alright, Swag. Take care, bud. Good luck with those DN synergies and TD synergies, too. Man, Melvin's been busy. Stealth Spidey is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It just sucks that so many of the champs are bugged at the moment. Like, Stealth Spidey is bugged. Elsa is bugged. As far as I know, they haven't even addressed that they are broken. So, hopefully with the next update in a couple of weeks, they wind up getting fixed. Otherwise, not cool, man. Not cool. Ouch. Freaking X-Pool. Doink. Mr. Amazing having his Groot awakened. Ouch. Yo, what's up, Error? How's it going, bud? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the festivities. Good to see you. Brawl's got a 5-star Havoc and a Mojo. Would you recommend... Who would you recommend to rank up? Are either of them awakened? Because both of them kind of need to be awakened to be extra useful. Havoc, when he's awakened, winds up getting his charges a lot faster, which makes him a lot more useful, and Mojo needs the awaken ability to deal extra damage at high sig at that. Groot better get a buff. Like, Groot has died twice in the movies. They need to buff his character before he dies a third time. new buff 2030. Good lord. Man, if this game's still around in 2030, can you imagine? It's gonna be like 400 champions in game or something like that. I got a hard enough time keeping track of 180 whatever. It's like Pokemon at that point. Five-star Nexus. Should I go for a Mojo, Sinister, or Hulk? Up to you. I'd go either. I'd either go Mojo or Hulk, to be honest. Hulk just because he synergizes with literally everybody. Mojo because he's the most fun to play. I think the only good thing about Sinister is that he's getting some new attention because of Apocalypse. Alright, so last one of the 6 stars. Speaking of Mojo, just push me over to 16 mil. That should be good enough. He's unawakened. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Good pick. Yeah, Laura, I can't imagine how it is to be some of the designers there. Like, some of the characters, they just hit, nail. Just nail. Drive it out of the park. You know, Doctor Doom. Thing. Torch. Torch eventually. Torch was... People hated Torch at first. But yeah, like Airwalker. Like, somebody spent a lot of time designing that kit. And then somebody else spent a lot of time modeling it, and somebody else spent a lot of time doing the animations. Like, months. And then, like, immediately when it comes out, it's like, this guy sucks. And then it's like, well, crap. Oh yeah, Evan, I wound up banning Swag in chat for a little bit yesterday because he reminded me that he pulled 2 Captain Sparkles back to back. I'm like, dude, I don't need that kind of negativity in my chat. Melvin, I think there's like 180 unique characters, something like that. So I'm unfamiliar with Apocalypse lore. Is he able to just change his hands from hands to flamethrowers just because? Or is that something they just did for the game because they can? Like, I'm just rolling with it because I'm like, okay, well, why not? But... Because on one hand, I'm like, all right, sure, the dude grows larger, grows and shrinks smaller in scale. So, sure, I buy that. But having flamethrower for arms, it's just like, nah, that's just silly. Last thing we need is a comic book game to be silly. Cool, so claim this. Back out of this, because There we go. I was wondering where that key was. Get another 4. How many of these do I have now? Do that. Hopefully next one is a level up. That'd be nice. That's it. Nope. How many keys do I get? It's usually at the bottom. Keys. I got 11 keys. Are there 11 doors I want to open? Uh-oh. I forget, was it a Blumhouse movie or was it a Rob Zombie movie? Grindhouse. Where the girl had guns for legs. I have no idea. Why did I go with the name Rob vonShoe? Because that is my name. Figure just keep it simple. My old name was Kool-Aid, though. And that is because I used one of those, like, name generators from freaking forever ago. And it's like, what's your favorite drink? I like Kool-Aid. And there you go. That's how I got stuck with Kool-Aid. But I was running with that, and but as soon as I started up the YouTube channel, I'm like, for branding's sake, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to be called Kool-Aid. So then I just switched it over to my name. Is Awakened Void better than Awakened Cap Beardo? No, I think Beardo is better awakened. Because Void's awakened ability means that after he gets Fear the Void, he just keeps generating debuffs. Which means he can do a lot more damage and he can generate debuffs a lot quicker. Super useful. Beardo's awakening, though, gives every single class, or gives him advantage based on every other class on your roster. Which is stupid useful. Evan, yay! Just duped Venom Pool. Yay. I am the Kool-Aid man. You ever hear that knock, knock, knocking on the wall in the middle of the night? It's me, just waiting to jump through. You go, oh, yeah. In a low, deep, sultry voice. Just like the Kool-Aid man does, you know? Doink. And Warlock's down. So that's that. Okay, so let's go check out, because I got 11 keys, like I said. I want to make sure that I actually have like 11 paths that I can take, or I want to take. I'm assuming so. I just haven't been in this whole lot yet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Yeah. But not by much. But not by much. Oh, she quit out proper. Well. What should I do? Is it Alpha Arena on or the Catalyst Arena? Oh yeah, I forget that. Not gonna lie. It's been a very long day. Get some sleep. Knock out. Treat yourself. Hopefully the good kind of long day, though. I should say. Because there's like a long day where it's like, oh man, I got so much stuff done and did all the things and went all the places and blah, blah, blah. And then there's days where it's like, oh sweet Jesus, let it end. This is awful. Hopefully it wasn't that one. Those suck. Alright, so I'm just jumping in here in the 4-star featured arena just for kicks. See if I can get any milestones, get some extra units, kill some time. I was going to say something mean about Brian. I don't want to do that. I like Brian. Stay up long enough, hear his voice, and they'll put you right to bed. I'm playing. What long day is good? Plenty. Just depends what you're doing during the day, you know? If your day is jam-packed with a bunch of fun, cool stuff, it's a long day, but it's a good day. Hour and a half to jam to oldies radio. You know what really sucks, though, about oldies radio is that they've got Michael Jackson on oldies radio now. Not like Jackson 5 Michael Jackson. Like 80s Michael Jackson. Son of a mother. Which, I mean, I guess early 80s was 40 years ago. I guess. It still sucks, though. It's not old. Well, that sounds like a long day indeed. But yeah, a good day. I suppose it just depends on how the drive was. Like, there's fun drives and then there's slog drives. Driving through LA traffic for an hour and a half, that sucks because not only are you stuck in LA traffic for an hour and a half, you're also only going 3/4 of a mile. But like, hour and a half through like some scenic routes, country routes, even Pleasant City routes where it's not just, you know, LA traffic. It can be nice, it can be relaxing. Or at least interesting. Doink. Who is worth a 4-star generic gem? Corvus, Quake, Ghost, Basically anybody on like the first column of Seaton's tier list, there you go. Or Venom Pool, probably. Just ask Evan. He was going to use a generic on his Venom Pool and then wound up duping him naturally, so saved him that generic. That and just following the sun. Do that and do that. Alright, Rockman. There we go. Come over here, do this. Get that passive slow so he can't dex. Now he's got cold snap, so I mean it's not like he can dex anymore anyway. But there we go. Punchy, 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 kicky, kicky. It's the name of the game right there. Oh. A no-no word. God forbid. God forbid. That's alright. I think he was talking about your phone dying. I think dying is the no-no word. I could be mistaken. I could be missing something. I need to use my context clues. Read in between the lines. See, it's times like this for Arena that I miss having suicides on. Like, I have them purposely turned off still for Alliance Quest, just because I haven't turned them back on yet from the other day. But it just makes Arena suck so much more. Stop it. Special me, dude. Special me. Please. Please, special me. Fine, screw you. Forget this nonsense. got time for this nonsense. If you're gonna special me, you may as well just do it and get it over with, and can keep this show on the road. I got points to get. I got milestones to get. Loot to win. Doink, boink. Bro, it's only because I got really lucky during the gold boost a couple weeks back. Like, I'd been hoarding all of the gold crystals since December of last year, and then just buck wild when the boost was on. So not only did I get to pop open all of those, but then I got that extra 20% too. Doink, boink. Yoink. Oh yeah. See, but that is this game in a nutshell. It's a practice of patience. You know, you can spend copious amounts of money, disgustingly large amounts of money, and you see it on crystal openings all the time. You know, here's 100 Cavalier crystals for the new featured so-and-so, right? Bunch of money. And even still, you don't wind up getting anybody. But if you wind up playing the long game, being patient, maybe going for a featured later on, going from into basic later on, grinding arena, wind up in a lot better place. Nice intercept there, dude. So that's what it was with those crystals. Same is going to be true of the featured 5-star batch when the new features are out in 3 weeks. I would have wound up saving those for like 4 months, 5 months, something like that. Adds up. Definitely adds up. By that point, I should have well over 40 of them to open up. No, not 40. 30, 35, something like that maybe. A few. Definitely a few. No, stop it. Ouch. So that's 5 wins deep, so then let's throw Sassman, Nightcrawler, and Fake Sparkles into the mix. See how they do. It's patience, dude. It's just patience. I'm telling you, it's playing the long game. The game is works out so much better in your favor if you play the long game. Because, like, look at it this way, right? You could open a featured 5-star as soon as you've got the 15,000 shards, right? And get absolutely nothing. Get trash. You could save a little bit longer and open up 3 of them. So then out of the 3, maybe you get 1 that's pretty decent, right? Then you aren't feeling as bad because, well, I mean, the first 2 were pretty bad, but the third one was really cool. So still is a win. Extrapolate that a little bit longer, 5 featureds, 10 featureds, you're bound to pull at least 1 something good out of there. So then at least you can say then, hey, I still have that 1 or 2 or 3 that are pretty good. Laura asking the important questions. Drumstick ice cream cones, traditional peanut and chocolate topping, or crunchy candy topping with the syrup in the middle? I gotta go traditional. I don't usually go traditional, but for that, I mean, it's such a classic. Then I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like the Candy Crunch, just in general. Now, if it's like crumbled like buttercup or something like that, or crumbled chocolate, or like diced or crumbled M&Ms. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Even like for a holiday time, right? It's like crumbled candy cane. That took way too long for me to pull up candy cane. It's like a like smashed candy cane on something. That's really numbing, but otherwise, not the biggest fan. Maybe that's why. Now, though, having like a little something in the middle, though, that's nice. Mix that up with a bunch of different things. You could put chocolate in the middle. You could put peanut butter in the middle. Syrup's cool. Depending on the ice cream, maybe like a fruit flavored something just for kicks. Just to complement everything. Could get really creative. I mean, they could get pretty creative. They don't, but they could. Doink. See, at that point, you just give her the rest of the cone and say, "Here, this is yours now," and then just go get my own and learn my lesson and just not share anymore. But nah, she's really good about that. Getting her own in the first place, because you do that to somebody else, and that's like declaration of war right there. It's like, why do you hurt me so? Alright, bro. Take care, bud. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll catch you later. Doink. Yoink. But I'm really weird when it comes to desserts. Like sometimes desserts that aren't meant to be frozen or intended to be eaten frozen are so much better frozen. Like gummy anything, so much better if it's frozen. Like you get a bag of gummy worms, throw them in the freezer, and then just eat them when they're frozen. So good, so good. Or like the little sour apple O's or the orange O's, gummy O's. Throw those in the freezer too. So good. Just thinking about it makes me want to go to the store and get some. Because I haven't eaten gummy worms, like proper gummy worms, by themselves in too long. Too long. You go to the ice cream store and you can get a bunch of toppings on your cone or bowl or whatever. You can get gummies that way, but that's not the same. Talking about like going to the store where they've got those giant self-serves, the ones that kids always stick their hands in. And just pulling out a bunch from there. And just enjoying. Just stick them in the freezer, you know, the little gummy worm morgue, and dive in later on. Anyone know what happened to Pinkberry? Pinkberry, the device? Didn't they get bought out by somebody? Because if they did, then someone probably just bought them and then just let the brand die to reduce competition. Doink. Do that. Ouch. Oh, frozen yogurt. Okay, whatever. Tomato, tomato. I don't know, man, but if they were just like hanging on by the skin of their teeth before the pandemic, they're probably in pretty bad shape right now. Because I don't know how things are wherever it is you guys are at, but here, I mean, you can go to a Target, you can go to grocery stores, and some places still have like curbside pickup or operate on the curb. But like small places like that from malls, nah, not even close. Not even close to being back to the way it was. Doink. Do that. Do that. I don't know why. I thought it was Corvus for a second that just parrying him would get an armor break. I don't know why. It's probably not a good sign. Oh, there you go. I forget. I suppose it depends on the mall, but weren't Pinkberries kind of like their own, like hole in the wall kind of place in the mall as opposed to being in the food court? Because there's a really nice food court down by us that's like a la carte bit. It's not attached to any other shopping. It's just its own food court area. They've got a nice couple of dessert places in there, which we've been to recently, somewhat recently. It's nice. It's nice. Just having that nice little semblance of comfort sugar food. Alright, guys. This, then, unfortunately, is the official 5-minute warning for the stream. Now, what does that mean? All it means is that I'm just going to be doing one more round of Arena here, then do the sign-off, send-off, call this thing a night. But never fear, I am going to be doing a live stream as soon as the new arena goes live tomorrow. Start in on the 5-star White Magneto arena grind. Gonna be going for featured champ, top 150. And if you're able to, feel free to jump in, say howdy, hang out a spell. Gonna be going for a hour, a couple hours, something like that. First thing tomorrow morning. Hit the ground running, you know. Punch, 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 punch. Punch, punch. Just throw all the ice beams at him. Okay. Beautiful. I love it when a crit comes together. Awesome. And that's that. That is that. Well, guys, I want to say a big thank you for all of you guys for hanging out here the last couple hours. It's always a pleasure getting to hang out and just chat a spell. Said it before, I'll say it again. It's definitely the highlight of doing the live streams here, so kudos to you. If you haven't already, if you kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, stay on top of things as they go live, as they drop. All that stuff helps me out immensely, and I do very much appreciate it. Again, like I said, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow when the new arena starts up. Got a couple of videos currently in the editing bay, so stay tuned for that as they drop hopefully tomorrow, a couple days tops. Go from there. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. All right, everybody. Till next time. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. What's up, Nathan? Hi, Nathan. Bye, Nathan. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everybody. Bye for now.